as we get people started is we want them to focus on exactly what needs to happen right now. Okay, so one of the things that's hard is you want to take things away so that you don't confuse people until you really can't take them away anymore. And that's hard because you always want to add. You always want to put this in and you want to put that in. But what we've done is we've looked at the industry, as we've looked at what's working in and outside of networking and in and outside of marketing, social marketing. We're seeing that you have to be simple. So what I want to do is I want to introduce you to a new little getting started sheet. Okay, I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to go through this really quick. And this is what I've been seeing work very, very effectively. The more simplistic that we can become, the faster that we can duplicate. Okay, so let's pull up this sheet real quick and we're going to get into this. And if you don't understand all of it right now, that is fine, but I'm going to go through it really quick. And yes, there's probably something we can add. And we're going to come together with the leaders again, with the diamonds. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later about what we're doing with the leadership and what we're going to be doing with all of the aspects of taking people to that next level and how we're going to implement that in RAIN this year. And I know you're going to be excited about it. So let's get into this really quick, getting started. What we want to do is we want them to be able to ask or answer a few questions. Okay, we want them to get through this really quick. I don't want it to be bigger than a two-sided sheet. I've got everything on two sides right here. Is there more information? Yes. But more information is just going to confuse people. And a confused mind is paralyzed. A confused mind doesn't act. So a couple quick questions. What is your reason for joining RAIN? Okay, what's the reason right now? Okay, why are you looking to create positive change in your life? What is it that you're wanting to change? By taking action today, how are you able to make these changes happen because of this platform? And what's most important to you right now? Now, I know we want to have a why and have this big grandiose thing. And it's so important to have that. But what is important to them right now is what's hurting them right now. And if we can relieve that right now, then they can focus on bigger and better things. So I want to make sure that we're really quick to the point. What is their why? Almost like why, how, what? Let's start with why. That's what we're going to be focusing on. Basic questions. And then we need them to understand the vital important information. So what is that vital important information? Do you have your ID number? Do you know what your personalized site is? Because we need those personalized sites. As you can see right now with our system, this is the future. This is the way to go. We're going to do things online. You have to direct people to you, not just the company, to you. Okay, username. What's your username? And what's your what's your subscription date so that you stay qualified? What is a subscription date? It's what allows you to build the business, practice what you preach, add a discount, and then still be able to just build your business and not have to worry about being qualified and staying qualified. Do you have a subscription date? When are you going to make sure that you purchase every single month? Okay. The next thing is, and I want to stop on this really quick. People will do the minimum of what they have to do. I've had people say, is it good to have a subscription or not? Okay. Disney just came out with Disney Plus and their business as a whole exploded. Why? Because of subscriptions. The future is subscription, guys. Residual income is subscription. So if we're not focused on subscription, and I know there's other companies out there that aren't, that's crazy. Look where everybody's going. Everybody's going to subscription. I used to be able to buy Microsoft Office one time, and then I had it, right? 97, 98. Now what does Microsoft do? What does everybody do? Subscription. That's what it's all about. That's what we want. Okay, so we need to have subscription. Then we want to know what and who are the people that we can count on? Who are the connections that you need to have? Who is your support team? Okay, because we want to know who your sponsor is. You want to know if there's anybody else. You want to know how to get in contact with the company. How are you going to connect? How do you get a hold of the company? Okay, so we want to make sure that your support team is locked down. That's on here real quick. Then we need to make sure that they download the app. Okay, and you're going to see there's going to be a lot of things that we're putting through the app. And why are we doing that? I want one place for people to be able to go where they know they can get it. And all the enhancements that we want to make where people can find it there, they can keep it there. You're going to see what we're doing here, and I know you're going to be thrilled as we roll and continue to roll this stuff out. Company connections. Stay plugged in. Okay, once again, this is your business. You know, sometimes people say, well, you didn't tell me this and you didn't tell me that. Well, this is your business. Okay, we want to increase our communication. Absolutely. But go check the calendar. Go check, what is your team doing? What is the company doing? Yeah, we want to create that information, and we're going to streamline that even better than before, because we do need to do a better job. But I always want to make sure that we're helping people help themselves as they start their own business. Okay. Then we want the onboarding checklist. There's a few things I want to make sure that they get done. And the onboarding checklist has to do with this. Did you receive your welcome email? And did you review it? Okay. Did you watch the new distributor training video? And you're going to see these come out in all the different languages as we work with all the different regions. Okay. Have you joined the Facebook groups in your region or the Rain partner groups in your region? Okay. The testimonial groups. What is your team doing? Are they a part of it? So these can be adjusted, obviously, based on where you're at. Obviously, you have to download the app. Do you have your account and login information? And is your product subscription set? Once again, those are the basics. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody, but here's what we need to do. There's 4 things that we're going to do. The app's going to teach it. The getting started video is going to teach it. All these things are going to teach it. First thing that you have to do is you have to pique interest. Okay, as you see this cycle over here, right? You got to pique interest. And then once we pique interest, and you can go into the app, we're going to show that. Look at the first step. Log into your app, click on share button, and send the pique interest message to your top 10 to 15 people you got there. Now, we still want it to be you, right? But that's what we want people to do. The second thing that you need to do after you pique that, you need to share. We pique interest and then we share. Do you get them on what your team's doing? Team calls. Do you get them on a webinar? Do you get them on a video and watch that? You have to be able to share. This has to be able to duplicate. After you share, we always talk about follow-ups. Follow-ups. That's why I think it's critical. It's critical we put them in a group somewhere where they're getting dripped on, seeing those testimonials constantly every day. See, most people today we're hearing, you can't just talk to them and follow up with them once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I mean, we're getting inundated. How many times did you see that on social media before you bought it? It was probably not once. It was probably 10 or the 15th time or the 20th time you bought it, right? So we got to make sure that we're following up. And the easiest way to do that is put them in areas where they're going to get that automatically. Follow-ups, follow-ups. We need to do it, but we need to follow up. And then we need to enroll them. We need to get them started. Okay, so I've tried to kind of break this thing down on what we're trying to accomplish with this. And what we want to do is, 1, you got the 4 steps right there. Those 4 simple steps that we talked about, where we're going to pique that interest. 2, we're going to share. 3, we're going to follow up. And 4th, we're going to enroll. Okay. Then we're going to talk about the easiest 15. And this is one thing that Darren's been big on, and I've loved this, and I've seen it in the spaces. I just want you guys to know too, that when I come up with some of this stuff, you know that we have a scientific advisory board that we're putting together, right? Well, I've kind of created for myself and for Rain a sales and marketing advisory board where I'm going out to people in this space and that are just great at marketing. And when we come up with something, not only are we going to come to the leaders, but I'm going to experts outside of Rain. I'm going to other people that have no skin in the game, but to try to help. And I'm putting together an advisory board inside of Rain with all the leaders. And we're putting together an advisory board outside of Rain. Because guess what? I don't know what I don't know. I'm not going to act like I know everything. I don't. I know what I know. I know what works. But I want to know what's working now. I want to know what people are doing now. And so this isn't just Byron's opinion as we put this stuff together. These are the sales advisory board that we're putting together, people that I can call, get coaching from, get experience from, get feedback from, as well as be able to put our minds together here within Rain to make that happen. So what my mentor taught me is when somebody joins, you have 14 days. 14 days, 2 weeks. And if they don't have a positive experience, they're going to lose that energy and fire. Now, I'm not saying that people are going to quit after 14 days. We have people that, like we've heard from even Shio, that were committed for a year. But typically, we want people in their first 14 days to get a win. So right here, within the first 24 to 72 hours, I want them sending out these messages to their easiest 15. And why are we saying the easiest 15? I want to help them get a win. These are people that would do it because they would do it. These are people that would listen to you because you have a relationship. Okay? This is what we want to focus on. And then within the first 2 weeks, we want to make sure that we're doing these launch meetings. Okay? We're doing at least one launch meeting within the first week. And by the time the second week is over, I want to do 2 more launch meetings minimum, if not more. Okay, now I know people that are doing 4 a day. But once again, I don't know if you guys are all familiar with What About Bob, where it's like baby steps, baby step to the elevator, baby step to the car, baby step. We need to help people take baby steps, because once they take those steps and win, their confidence increases. And I loved what Casimir talked about, some of the other leaders as well, where Rain partner teams, free product, getting people their money back, getting them a win. We need to help people get their first Rain partner team. Guys, we need to. This is what's got to happen. We really shouldn't be focusing on anything else until this has happened. Can we do more than this? Yes. But should we do this first? Yes. Should we baby step all of our people to free product? Should we baby step people to be able to go out there and get their first Rain partner team, get their money back? Let's do this. Let's make it more simplistic. Let's put the tools around it. Let's help more people win. And let's not have a 50-page getting started booklet. Okay, that could be for later. But we need to start with something simple that's not overwhelming. And here's one of the things that I've always believed. If people believe they can do it, they do. If they can see the path to winning, they're going to win. So let's not complicate it. Let's not make it more difficult than it needs to be. Let's give them that simple path that they can see themselves winning, and go help them win. And then watch what happens when their belief level increases. It's going to be awesome, guys. So I'm excited. I got a ton of stories behind this. We're going to be able to teach and train on this more, but I wanted to announce this and get this out there. And this is something that we're going to be implementing. Once we get all this new technology that's being deployed right now, tie it to all the other things that we're trying to do, you're going to see not just the back office, the tools, the structure, the training, the duplication go to a whole new level within Rain and within this industry. So I'm excited about it, but it all starts right here, guys. So thanks for being the best part of Rain. Thanks for being willing, like even Derek said, to move, to innovate, and to change as things are changing around us. That's exactly what we're doing. The world needs us. So let's go make it rain, everyone. And it all starts with baby steps. So let's take them. Thanks. We'll see you.